Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Big Dave from Mad Rock 1025, and we're here talking about Denison's Music on Main, the free summer concert series for 2020. Lots of changes going on. We're doing this not only on the Mad Rock Facebook and YouTube, but also our other stations, Katy Country and KLAK, because it's valid all the way across all of our stations. So I'd like to welcome Donna Dow from the City of Denison, as well as Brandon from Chris Jones and the Flycatchers, the band that is featured for the first week of Music on Main. So Donna, how are you today?
I am great and looking forward to Friday night.
Absolutely. So let's talk about some of these things of Music on Main, because as we talked about in our preview that we did last week, there are quite a few changes happening. First of those is a brand new location, new Music on Main location. So let's talk about that.
So we're going to Forest Park, which gives us 6 times more room and people the ability to be comfortable. We want everyone to be able to enjoy the awesome music lineup that we have planned for them this summer.
Yeah, so you're really taking social distancing seriously so people can come in their groups and be away from people in that area. Now, we also talked about last time in our teaser about the setup for where the actual stage will be, because I know a lot of people will be like, okay, I'm going to Forest Park, but where should I put my chairs and stuff?
It's going to be obvious. They are out there right now finishing the stage. Probably we'll have it finished this afternoon. It's going to be sturdy. So, Brandon, don't worry. It's not something you're going to fall off of. You're going to have to work to fall off of it.
All right.
And so it's a stage that's just north of the gazebo, just a little bit toward the playground and splash pad. And so, Big Dave, if we can't find you, we know that you'll be over at the splash pad.
Absolutely. Looking like a beached well over there, I'm sure.
We'll take a break and go there.
So
we got a show in about 5 minutes. Let's go to the splash.
That'll work well with all the plugged in guitars and stuff you all wet up there on the, yeah, that'd be worse.
Sure. We should do the concert right there.
Yeah. Right.
Good idea. Good idea.
Now, an hour before the actual concert, before the music starts, you've got your Music Alley happy hour. So what's that all about?
Well, we're going to be telling everybody how they can best enjoy the music. If they're not able to come out, then we're going to put it on Facebook Live, on Denison Live. We'll be doing, all kinds of social distancing things. And also we want them to know how they can come and eat at our restaurants before or during the concert. And Melanie's worked really hard on finding out who's open and when and how long and how they can deliver to the park. The best option, though, is to come early, put your chair or blanket out, and then go visit the restaurant or food truck park or food court, whatever your heart desires.
Yeah, I can tell you, live music always seems to sound better when you're either stuffing your face full of good food or you have a full stomach. One of the it's the best, I think. So let's talk about that live streaming you were just mentioning. So that's something new you guys haven't done before.
We did test it out with a couple of brave bands last year. And worked really well. We just didn't want to give people, like the impression that they could just stay home and not come out, because it really is better in person. But this year, extreme circumstances call for extreme measures, and so the artists are being supportive of it, and we're going to have a great time with it. But it's always better if you can come join us in person. We just want people that aren't able to be able to listen.
So we appreciate Brandon joining us here today from Chris Jones and the Flycatchers, and of course, week number 1. That is our the performance that we're going to see there, along with Braden Williams beforehand. So tell us a little bit, Brandon. What's your music style? What is it you guys do exactly?
I would describe it as Americana. Rock and roll, a little bit of country. So it's all that kind of mixture, a little bit of pop. So that's kind of the closest that we have, the way we can describe it.
Yeah.
But I just like to think about it like just music, just because we never know what we're going to do. Sometimes it's, a pretty a nice slow song. The next two might be a country song. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to some of your music up on your website, and I was like, okay, I hear a little bit of rock there. I hear a little bit of blues in there. I hear a little bit of the Americana stuff on there. So I was like, all right, I dig that. So, yeah, you're never quite sure what you get, sort of a kaleidoscope of music, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely. And plus, we all come from different music backgrounds, so I feel like that adds a lot to the band. So, yeah.
Now I'm going to put your website up here. I want to get to know you guys better there, Chris Jones and the Flycatchers.com. Now, I mentioned to you before we went live here on Facebook and YouTube that I had some folks around the radio station. It was like, okay, Chris Jones and the Flycatchers, what's the deal with the Flycatchers? I'm like, all right, obviously you guys are not from Oklahoma like I am or like Donna is. The scissor-tail flycatcher is the official state bird of Oklahoma. And I was so embarrassed that I had to explain that to them. They're all Texans, most of them Texans, so they had no idea what that was. But then I was like, have you guys not gone to their website? I mean, the first thing you see is Chris Jones and the Flycatchers there, and there's the scissor-tail flycatcher right there at the top. Anyway, yeah. So I had to Oklahoma explain things to them. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Now, you guys got started in Norman, is that correct?
Yes, yeah. Well, that's so Chris at the time, Chris and Isaac Stalin were they lived in Norman, and I myself lived in Oklahoma City, and Andrew lived in Edmond. So Andrew joined the band first, so he was driving from Edmond, Oklahoma to Norman, Oklahoma. Yeah. And then eventually he invited me to join the band and go check it out. And then we started riding together to Norman. And fast forward, a year after, Chris moved to OKC, Andrew moved to OKC, I moved to Norman. And then a couple months later, I'm back in OKC. So, but yeah, I mean, around this area,
So how long you guys been together now?
We were part of a different project, but knowing each other 2 years, but together as a band, as Chris Jones and the Flycatchers, it's been a little bit over a year.
Awesome. And I can tell you, I'm like super excited to have two people on here on the screen with me who know whenever I say I'm going to the city, know exactly what I'm talking about. Because being in Texas for a long time, it's like, I'm going to the city. Well, which one? What? It's that one. I'll name the city down here. If I'm going to the city, I'm going to Oklahoma City. That's
the only one.
Glad to have people understand what I'm talking about here. So, do you have any specific like songs or things you guys are going to do this Friday for the first concert of Music on Main, or are you just kind of going to go and pick your songs on the fly? See what I did there?
Nice. That's a good one.
Radio pun.
I like that. Well, we definitely have our album, and we definitely, we're going to play the song. So they're definitely going to be there. We might bring some new stuff, maybe not. We might do a couple of covers, people know that people know and enjoy. So I don't know. We never know. We usually have a set list already, and then we kind of like change it based to every gig, or every show, depending on the timing or what the vibe is, or it just depends on the day.
Right. Well, I'm going to bring that picture up again that they created for Music on Main here. So who is everybody here in the picture that we see?
All right, so on the left, that will be Andrew Dolman. Mm-hmm. And then right in the middle, that's Chris Jones. Right. On the right, that's Isaac Stalin. And then myself on the far right.
And what does obviously Chris, lead singer, what does the rest of everybody else play?
Oh yeah, my bad. I should explain that. So Andrew on the left, he's plays drums. He will be the drummer. We got Chris in the middle, lead singer. And then Isaac Stalin, he plays guitar, and then myself, I'm a bass player and backup vocals.
Awesome. You guys going to have some merch on the side? I saw you had some on your website available.
Yeah. We're going to bring the merch out.
Have you guys ever played down here in the Texoma area before?
No. Myself, I haven't been there, so it's going to be my first time, and I'm excited to be there. It's always like a fun little trip. I'm like, yay, let's go see a new place. Going outside of Oklahoma.
Exactly. Yeah. Outside of being stuck at home all the time. It's like, hey, and it's an outdoor place where everybody can social distance and you can still enjoy live music because, music on the radio sounds good, but live music, there's just something, there's something special about that, something electric about that, and hearing that and having just the raw energy that comes off of that, even from a distance, even if you got to keep your distance from stuff. So I know people are excited about that. Now you have on your website, you have all the different stuff that people can listen to. You got your album on there, all the different cuts and things. Do you have a personal favorite of the songs that are on there?
Yes. But I'm always like between two of them. One of them will be Expectations.
Uh-huh.
And the other one will be Skin.
Gotcha. Yeah, I asked you the question earlier about what type of music you play, because I wanted to see if you were going to say no genre necessary, because I noticed that was up on your website there, because you play a little bit. You obviously have lots of different influences.
Yeah. So
music.
Yeah, and I mean, I was just trying to answer your question, like how to describe it. So that's the best I can come up with.
I was doing a trick question to see if that's your go-to answer is like no genre is necessary. We're just awesome musicians. That's all you got to know. You got to come here with stuff. So tell us a little bit about the album itself. I mean, how long has it been out?
It's been out since last year. 2019, but that will be like, I believe somewhere in September, October. That's when it came out. Yeah. So somewhere in September, October. Sorry, my memory is blurry. It's only in the morning.
The last 6 months have been a blur to everyone, so I'm surprised you could even remember that. I keep having to look at my watch to know what day it is. So hopefully you've got a calendar reminder or something to know you need to be in Denison on Friday to be able to play the show. So Donna, let's talk about this. I mean, week one, number one, this is the coming back to Music on Main. It's been a long time, and I mean, just as we've already talked about, things are so much different this time around of the different things you have to do. So do you have any recommendations for people who are coming? I mean, you said that they're already building the stage, so people are going to know. What about the people who don't want to get out of their vehicle? I mean, they want to stay near their vehicle. They don't want to go out in the park area. Is there a place where they can park or be where they can still hear the music and be a part of Music on Main?
If they come early, they should be able to park adjacent to the park where they can hear. They want to have the best view, and they want to have the sound should be good,
Yeah.
but there should be an opportunity for them, and then we'll have surrounding the park, the perimeter, there will be parking, and then you can bring your blanket or your lawn chair. We're having signs everywhere that say, please respect your neighbors, because even though you may not be so concerned about it, your neighbor may not want somebody up in their personal space.
Mm-hmm.
And so we want people just to be respectful. And, I was interested when you asked him about the merch. I'm not even sure how much merch and autographs and things like that, how that will go this year, because it's a total different world than normal. So it's really going to be from week to week. It's going to be dependent upon the artist and what they're comfortable with, because if they travel around, they may encounter, just all kinds of environments, and we want them to be safe, because we want them to be able to go on down the road. I don't know how long it's been since you guys have been out and playing, but it's
been a while.
Yeah. So we're really, really excited about being, the first for many of these artists, and being able to bring free live music, because that's really important to us. The relationship that we have with the artist community, we feel like we've developed a reputation, and we want to maintain that. We have so much respect for the artists and all the industries that are related, that are affected by this, and so we want to support that. And we, we're looking forward to just being out there, having a great time, and coming back.
And to that point, if somebody doesn't feel comfortable coming up to a merch table and buying something, they can always go online and order that. As I pointed out whenever I was showing the picture of that, you can just go to the website, Chris Jones and the Flycatchers.com, and there you will find the nice link right there, right in the middle there. It says merch. You can click on that and get the merchandise. And also, apparently, from what I saw, you could also get the album there from the website as well. And you guys have it streaming, I saw. Was it on Spotify or someplace you have it streaming?
Yeah, all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you have, it's going to be there.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right. So what have I not asked you, Brandon? What have I not covered you wanted to talk about?
Come to the show.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. It's been a while. It's been a long time since we've been playing. I'm definitely excited because things are going back to normal. So hopefully everything's going to go well, and people are going to come out and enjoy music. I know personally I'm excited about it. I get to leave the house. I get to go out and be in a band with the rest of the group, and we get to hang out and go and have a good time, play the music, and yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to having. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Donna, let's talk about Braden Williams, who is opening for Chris Jones and the Flycatchers. And I posted there the Facebook.com, Braden Williams Music. That's how you can find them. So talk a little bit about what kind of music is that and what can we expect from Braden Williams?
Yeah, he works with Shonda Rain's entertainment group. And so you'll see many of our artists this year that work with Shonda, and we're really excited about that because we've got some really young ones, and just being able to put them out there, give them experience on stage, and they're very, very talented. Shonda's not going to let them embarrass themselves, and so she's putting some really great people. We may get to hear a little bit more of Braden this week. We've got Pathways graduation on Friday night, and so we want to be respectful of them. We may, get to hear more of Braden, therefore. But what you'll hear if you come out to Music on Main every week, and I'm so glad that Chris Jones and the Flycatchers are starting off because they're just a prime example. You'll hear a wide variety of music, but the musicians are going to be just very, very talented. We, we make sure that they're top quality and great to listen to, very, very good musicians, not just artists. They have original music, and there will be some covers that they do, and that's great because we all like to listen to our favorite songs. But you'll also get introduced to some new music, and it's just a very relaxed atmosphere and top-notch performers.
So let's be sure to mention the sponsors, because without sponsors of an event like this, it wouldn't happen. So who would you like to thank, Donna?
Let's say Mad Rock. Does that get it?
Yeah, Mad Rock, Katy Country, and KLAK, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then we also have First United Bank and Denison Arts Council. The City of Denison is putting this on, as always, in Denison Live. But we're very fortunate for our awesome sponsors. We are still adding some sponsors, and we have all the local media, Channel 10, Channel 12, and we couldn't do it without you guys. And, we're having to work really hard this year to get all the word out because it's changed. I can't just come over to the studio and
right.
call in with Brandon. But I love this format. I'm so excited about it. So I'm looking forward to you guys every week being able to interview our artists.
Yeah, we're going to do this virtual live broadcast and interview every single week, every Wednesday at noon. So while you're at lunch at work, you can you shove the sandwich in your face and watch a nice interview with the upcoming artists for that week. And of course, if you want more information about any of the artists, as I was just showing the full flyer there, which you can see at denisonlive.com, or any individual information about the specific bands that are playing for each week, you can just go to the denisonlive.com. But remember, they are going to have some vendors on site. You can order your food ahead of time. I mean, so many different ways that you guys are adapting and changing to today's reality, because it's completely different. And doing live shows like this, it's going to be different, and it's going to be a learning experience, not only for the city of Denison and the bands who are playing, but for the people who are attending. So I'm glad you guys are putting a lot of work into that. Well, Donna, what have we not covered so far about week number 1 of our Music on Main free summer concert series in Denison?
Free, that's a good word.
Free.
So,
Exactly.
it's going to be at Forest Park, and normally we have these at Heritage Park. A different environment. We think we're as prepared as we can be, but we're going to have to be patient with everyone, and everyone's going to have to be patient with us. But I promise it's going to be awesome music. So we'll work out kinks, which there probably will be some, especially because like Brandon said, we're all coming back from this. We've not been having events lately, and so we've done a compressed schedule of getting ready, and hopefully tell a friend, share this broadcast, because we want as many people out as as can come. And we're looking forward to seeing everybody Friday night, starting with Music Alley Happy Hour at 6:30.
Awesome. All right. Well, again, Donna, thank you so much for joining me today. Brandon, appreciate you taking the time. And I know Chris had to work today, so that's why he didn't join us. We were talking a little bit before we went live that he wasn't able to join us, but that's all right. We'll see you guys live on Friday there in downtown Denison.
All right. Sounds awesome, guys.
All right. So again, absolutely. Go online. If you want more information, you can go to denisonlive.com and learn more about Chris Jones and the Flycatchers and Braden Williams and the Music Alley Happy Hour that happens the hour ahead. So many different things you can be a part of it. And it's 6 times. Is that what you said, Donna? 6 times as much space there at Forest Park?
That's right.
Yeah. So make sure you check that out. You guys have a great Wednesday, and we'll talk to you again next week. Make sure to go out Friday night and enjoy some live music. Well worth it. We're looking forward to it.